What's up, guys? Back at you with another open commentary. This is workout 20.4. This one was my all-time favorite open workout to date. 20.5 is getting announced tomorrow, so maybe that'll be my new favorite. But this one was an ascending clean and jerk ladder with 30 box jumps in between for the first three weights, and then 30 pistols in between for the last three weights. And the weights went 95, 135, 185, 225, 275, and 315. Spoiler alert, I don't get to 275 or 315. So, excuse me, if you're looking for that, this isn't that video. But I want to talk about a couple things I found interesting about this workout. First, you see him doing step-ups. You see Sebastian in the back there doing jumps. The standard was you don't have to do box jumps. It was called box jumps, but you didn't have to do them. The standard allowed for step-ups. They didn't have to alternate, nothing. All you had to do was stand up, reach a full lockout with both feet on the box, step down. So I like to do step-ups. It's not something I normally do, but I was trying to just manage my heart rate, knowing I can't clean and jerk 275. I figured 20 minutes is plenty of time to get to that 225 bar, and there's no reason to rush to get there. I'm not the fittest in the world. I just want to get a really good workout and do the best I can at the weights I know I can do. So I finished my 30 box jumps, step-ups, I apologize. And I'm like, all right, 95 pounds, how do I want to do this? Do I want to do this fives? Do I want to do this, threes? I don't know. So I believe I do it in fives. Yeah, so I do it in fives. Oh, wait. I did six, so I'm doing 6, 5, 4. You can see the two guys next to me are the two guys I've done my last two open workouts with. Sebastian's closest to me, and then all the way down there is Corey, who I did 20.3 with. They are the coaches in my gym, and it's really fun to work out with them because it's a great push. It's great to chase them. They're both stronger than me, faster than me, so I really appreciate having those people to work out with, considering I usually work out alone. You'll notice that once again I'm wearing my Noah Olsen shirt. If you haven't caught on by now, he's probably my favorite games athlete. He's always super positive, super fit, second fittest in the world this past year, so that was really fun to watch. There you go. I decided to switch to singles right at the very end of this set here. I'm making sure I get a clear lockout. Tracy is once again my judge. If you watched my 20.2 video, she killed it as being a judge there. She's telling me I got one left, give her the thumbs up. Boom, drop it, and back to the box step-ups. Just trying to get right back to the box and just keep moving. We had our Halloween party this night, so you'll see some people in costumes. That is not his real hair. Sam, we love you, man. This was a killer costume. And then Kevin on the other side there being Mr. October. That was fantastic. But yeah, getting back to these step-ups, right? One thing about step-ups that people usually do that they don't realize they do is they use that leg that's still on the ground to actually propel themselves up. So I was trying to limit the amount of bottom leg, if you want to call it that back leg to be using throughout this, because I knew that my quads were going to be the big power producer for this workout. Doing power cleans a lot, you're not going back into that squat too much. And once I start doing power cleans, I'm not very good about transferring into squat cleans, especially at heavy weight. I'm just more comfortable with a power clean in that regard. So you can see I'm not even really thinking about it. I'm just switching my arms, just kind of swinging along as if I were running, trying to drive with my arm up, drive with that foot on the box, stand up, tap my foot, step back down, trying to make it super easy for Tracy to make it count. Megan gets a little creative with the camera angles this time. Thanks, babe. Doing a good job once again. So, but you can see I'm not trying to kill it. I'm not trying to rush it. I've got plenty of time to do this workout. I don't have to change my weights. We've got guys doing that for me. So all I'm thinking about is executing to the best of my ability. There you go, 30 done once again, nice and steady. Corey's already on the 135 bar. This is a workout that he absolutely crushed. He's super good at step-ups. He's been babying a knee issue, so he's been doing a lot of weighted step-ups. This is easy. And then he loves clean and jerks. Like, that's his jam. So I start out with these 135s. I follow the bar down. I knew I was going to do singles from the get-go. I start following the bar down as soon as I let it go to get after it, and I realized that's a little too fast. I got a lot to do. So you'll see I do like 4 or 5 of these, and then I back off, and then I slow down just a little bit to try and keep my heart rate within a manageable area. When it comes to moving weight, I tend to hold my breath a little bit more. So like here, I'll hold my breath and then I'll let it out once it's overhead. So that little bit of holding my breath spikes my heart rate a little bit each rep. So I gotta take about 20, 25 seconds, step back, catch my breath, and do it again. I probably wasn't even 20 seconds, but still. So there you go. So you can see I'm starting to feel it. I don't know why. 135 just felt heavy. I really shouldn't have to pause there to put it up overhead. It should just be done every single time. It got a little hot though, so, you know, dropped the hat. It looked cool for a while, but yeah, got rid of the hat. And then, again, I don't know why I keep stepping back here. I think I just hit 10 or something, so I think I've got 5 left. I'm trying to resist putting my hands on my knees. I'm trying to stay upright. I'm trying not to show anybody else that I'm tired. Scorecard shot. Not very far in. There you go. Deep breaths, trying to slow down. That's one thing a lot of people think they can't do when they're doing these kinds of workouts. You can stop, take 3 really slow, deep breaths. It'll actually drop your heart rate a pretty good amount. It may not feel like it, but your body takes a few seconds to respond. Like if you've ever done an air bike sprint for 30 seconds, you get off that air bike and it doesn't hurt right away, but 2 minutes later, woo, your heart rate is so high. It's just wow. All right, so Sebastian is already done with his 15. I'm right behind him. He's doing step-ups now. He's gotten a little tired, it looks like. You see Corey in the background just rocking step-ups like it's no big deal. This 24-inch box is pretty high for me. I feel like I'm doing a little mini pistol every time I'm stepping up, but, you know, it's not so bad once you get moving. So I'm a little bit slower on these ones. Tracy's trying to coach me through it, telling me, you know, focus on getting your heart rate down. Try not to do too much right now. Don't mind Ellie, she's just excited. So I'm going a little bit slower on these than I did in the last round, right? I've gotten a little bit more tired, but I'm just trying to prepare because that 185 bar for 10 reps, it's not heavy, but it's medium heavy, right? It's not something I'm going to do quite as fast as I did the 135s. And I want to make sure that I don't miss any reps throughout this because that's a lot of wasted effort and a lot of wasted time. Look at me. I look way tired. What is going on? My hair's a mess. So there you go. I think it says I'm at like 7.5 minutes in. So I'm right on the pace I want to be at. I want to get done with the 185s at about the 12-minute mark because that gives me plenty of time to change my shoes into my lifters, which you see there on the right, and do my pistols, which I haven't done in like 2 years. Because again, I don't see pistols as something to help me reach my goals of staying healthy and getting stronger, right? Yes, they are a one-legged squat, but I could do a bunch of other unilateral things that are much safer on my joints, that keep me balanced, that don't put my knee at risk, besides pistols. So yeah, that's why I did it that way. But yeah, man, these box step-ups, man, I'm going slow. Got Dylan back there wrapping up the 135. Here we go. All right, got to get some chalk. You got Corey already on the 185. Sebastian's back there chalking up, twinning, trying to copy me, getting his chalk at the same time. And then this is one of those OCD things I have about, I don't like working out right on the logo, and I don't like working out right on the cracks. So you'll see that often in this gym, I'm not working out on one of those places. Now the bar may roll there, but I try not to start out there. Pull it back in, keep it close, pop, get a breath, brace, go. So I'm trying to make sure that all of these are clear reps. I don't want Tracy to have to go, I don't know, and I don't want to miss anything. So I'm also trying to just keep pace with Sebastian. He's moving a little bit quicker than I am. I think he's on 4 and I just did 3. I'm taking way too many steps back. I'm sitting down. So that shows me that I'm a little more gassed than I want to be. So I don't look as tired as I did in like 20.2 or usually when I kneel down. I know I'm just not wanting to miss anything. If you notice, each one of my cleans look exactly the same. I'm pulling up to my hip crease, popping it off my hip, trying to get fast elbows underneath and stand it up. Pounding on my quads. They're starting to get a little tired, starting to feel a little pumped up. So I've got high elbows. Boom, lock out those elbows, stand it up. So that was number 5. So I'm halfway through these. I'm pretty sure Sebastian just did 8. So he's really moved ahead of me, but he is hurting. I also know that he's got the goal of getting through the 225s, and he has the strength to do it. So he's got to stay ahead of me and make sure that he keeps moving on these bars. Whereas me, my goal was to get 1 rep at 225. I've cleaned 225 a bunch of times. I've never put it overhead. So in this workout, I was very focused on that. And I haven't really been practicing those kinds of things. I've just been working on getting stronger in my squat and my push press. So I felt that since my push press went up, my push jerk should have gone up, right? So I think I've got 3 more. You know, gotta have more chalk. I've been doing cleans for like a minute and a half now. Yeah, look at me, just sitting down. So like I said, Corey has a knee issue, so you'll see him doing the med ball step-ups up there. So his score stopped right at the first pistol. He was able to do 1 on his good leg, but due to the rule of it being alternating pistols, he couldn't do 1 on his bad knee. He didn't want to risk it, so he switched to the weighted step-ups, which was the scaled option in the Open this year. All right, 1 more clean. For some reason, I sit down. I don't know why. I'm about to get to be able to sit down. Rob comes over to tell me I need to get my chest up on my setup. I'm starting to let my hips rise. Auburn wants to come over and hang out. Just remember, it's Halloween, so that's why Auburn is a bumblebee. Boom. Done. All 10 done. I'm gonna make a nice little bench for myself, and you're gonna watch me change my shoes, Mr. Rogers style. Insert, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood right here. I just need a sweater change and a mailman to come visit. So Tracy and I are discussing which leg I'm going to start with so she can know where to stand. She wants to make sure she can see all my reps clearly. I just tied my shoe into a knot, so it's not even laced up very tight. I'm like, screw it. I don't have time to play with it. The laces are too skinny. I'm just going to strap it down really strong. And yeah. Shout out to my former coach, Sammy, for his old hand-me-down lifters. They're awesome, and they still got some good juju in them, so I appreciate that. I love them. If you have never tried Innovate lifters, this is not an ad, but they're super lightweight and super sturdy, so I like them a lot. All right, so here we go. Getting ready to do some pistols. Gonna roll up these knee sleeves. Gonna make sure my knees stay nice and warm. You know, I think this is more of a mental thing to know that you got a knee sleeve on. So I'm telling her, starting with this leg, and I don't have the hip flexor strength to hold my foot up, so this is how I keep my balance. Ooh, you can tell that's my bad leg. And I grab my toe just to make sure. You'll see about halfway through I get into a little bit more of a groove. I started out a little too fast, and so I kind of calm down, and I learn that I need to push into my hand, try and straighten out my leg as best I can, and that'll help me stay balanced by pulling my weight forward over my heel. There we go. These take me a little while. This is not the most exciting part of this workout. Yeah. I almost fell over. I also didn't want to miss any reps on this because any missed rep is just wasted energy. And I hate failing, but I hate failing reps. Like, it is just super annoying to me to have to redo something I already did. So I just want to get these done and do them the right way and make them all count. Plus, no reps can really mess with your head. If you get a bunch of no reps because of something stupid, like you just didn't go low enough or you lost your balance, like one of those things is within your control and the other one is kind of in your control. But if you never do pistols, like, you don't know what balance is. So I think I'm like halfway through. Sebastian's on his 225. Corey's halfway through his 225. He was able to move through those step-ups really quick with the 14-pound ball or the 20-pound ball. So I wish I could see the clock. Megan, walk around to the right. Show me the clock. She's too busy trying to make sure she gets a good angle on these pistols. Oh, almost missed your foot on that one. So there you go. So now I've kind of figured out that if I step a little bit more out to the side and swing all my weight over there as I grab my foot, I can make sure that I'm staying that way. Is that all of them? So now I'm going to take a long trip to the chalk bucket. I didn't want the one closest to me. Because I wanted a longer break. Because this right here is 225. This is about 60 pounds more than my weigh right now. So I'm just gathering myself. I want to make sure that I'm ready to go for this. I don't do a bunch of heavy cleans. I don't find them to be a good strength builder, but I do like doing them. So here I go. First rep, chalked up, set my hook grip, feet right underneath my hips, pop it off my hip, boom, easy clean. I've actually caught it a little bit forward. And then this is my first time ever trying to jerk this. Yeah, you can tell that was the first time. I was so nervous. And then I was walking towards the people like Megan with the camera. And I was like, well, I got to drop it behind me. There's a really good picture of me doing that, actually. I realized I forgot to put on my belt. And I walk over and ring the PR bell because why not? I got time. I've never jerked 225. Sebastian gives me daps and back to it. So here we go. We're going to cinch up the belt, come back at it. And again, my focus here is not missing a lift. Not missing any lifts. And I just want to get like one lift a minute. So I move it back since I kind of ran forward with the last one. I didn't want to run into Megan. I didn't want my bar to bounce to the left into Sebastian's bar. So here we go. Again, set my grip. You can see I've got my own little thing that I do every time I do cleans. So again, right off the hip, right up to the shoulders, power cleaned it pretty solidly. And then boom. Yeah. Two jerks at 225. I have now PR'd my jerk twice in a row. And really couldn't ask for anything better here. So now I'm just watching the clock. I'm making sure I take about 40 seconds of rest. Hi. And before I get after it, I want to make sure that I get enough rest in between reps. So I thought about stepping up and pulling it again, and then I tried to grab my hands, and my fingers just like slipped right off of each other. I was like, well, I need some more chalk. Let's go back. So unfortunately, when I go get chalk, that means I got to reset my mind. Here we go, cinch up. And again, you'll see, pulling the bar, sink down, pop the hip. There you go. Probably my best clean so far of the three. And then get under it. Not very good, but get in a straight line. Check to see if it counted. Boom. Tracy's trying to give me props, and I'm sitting here going, I know that this looks ugly, but it's working. My face is so red. There you go. It's exactly what you look like. Said I feel like I'm drunk. I felt that way because I felt like I couldn't catch my legs. Like I couldn't, it doesn't make any sense. I felt like I couldn't like catch it with sturdy legs. Like I was boom, pushing up and I couldn't lock my elbows out and I couldn't get my legs strong. So nothing I was catching was strong. It was just all in my abs. Yeah, Corey's through the 225. Sebastian's through the 225. Trying to start back on his pistols. Scooting that bar up and up and up so I can walk into it. Oh, I'm doing it on the logo. Oh, I didn't even notice. There you go. Another clean. Caught it a little forward again. Boom. Probably the best jerk of so far. So I think that's what? 4? So she just said I have one more minute. That means I've got one more try. I know that I've got one more try, one more worth doing. I got one more in me. There's no reason to go after it and fail it. I don't want to fail any reps. That's the biggest thing. So I'm waiting till it says like 1940, and then I'm going to walk up to the bar, and I'm going to rip it off the ground. So it's 1923 right now. Tracy, you got it. You got it. All right, cinching it up, checking the clock. Here we go. Corey's going to do 275 the same time in the background. 225, boom, easy clean. And here we go with the jerk. Last chance. Boom. Got it. 20.4, done. PR'd my clean and jerk 5 times. Didn't miss a lift. Did 30 pistols. Had fun. Sebastian had fun. And now we're going to go interview Dylan.
Hit my PR 10 times in a row.
Atta boy. So I'll go back to the same place I was pouting last week and celebrate. Let's listen in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be sore as hell.
All right. Getting some daps, getting some love. I don't want them to clean it up yet. Yeah, there you go. I just want to hug it a little, I said. Thumbnail. Oh. Yeah. And done. All right, guys. That's it for 20.4. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post my new videos. I hope you like this open commentary. This is actually really fun for me to watch and commentate on again. If you have anything else you want me to put out, any questions, if you have anything you want to learn about, if you want more of this, let me know in the comments or shoot me a message, right? Find me on Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave all my stuff down in the description. So, yeah, talk to you guys later.